allocate the memory in a RAM according to file size. Fourth step, read data from the file. Read data from file. Fifth step, display data on monitor. Last step, close the file. Yesterday, you have seen steps to develop application, diagrams you have seen, task you have seen, library methods you have seen. Say, open a file for reading, find out file size, allocate the memory in a RAM according to file size, read data from file, display data on monitor, close the file. Now, these all how to use, we'll see. Now, I'll ask questions, give me answer. With your answers, I'll write the program. Say, without class, developing applications are not possible. So, class name, open brace, close brace. Okay. Now, class name, something read demo, I'll write. Okay, I given read demo. No. Without class, developing applications are not possible. Without class, developing applications are not possible. So class name, open brace, close brace. Without main method, we cannot execute program under operating system. So main method, open brace, close brace. It is class name, open brace, close brace, main method, open brace, close brace. Now, what is the first step? What is the first step? Open a file for reading. See the notes. Constructor required or method required? What we required? Constructor required. When constructor is called? Whenever object is created. Which class object we have to create? File input stream. That constructor is default constructor or parameter constructor? Parameter constructor. How many parameters? 1. Which type? String type. What is that string? File name. File name at the command prompt we are going to pass. Okay. Now, we have to create object. Now, what we have to write? Give me answer. File input stream. FIS equal to new file input stream. What do you write? Args of 0. Okay. Now, see, first step, open a file for reading. Open a file for reading. For this, constructor required. Constructor is called whenever an object is created. So I created object. Okay. It is parametered constructor, 1 parameter string type, that is at the command prompt we are passing args of 0. Now, this class, file input string class in which package? Java.io package. Is it required to import? Yes, it is required to import. Okay.
Recording in progress.
What we have to write? Import java.io.star. What is the meaning of star? All classes and all interfaces. Okay. Now, this constructor, will it throw exception? Yes. Which exception? File not found exception. Is it checked exception or unchecked exception? Checked exception. Is it compulsory to handle? If it don't handle, what will happen? compile time error occurs. See, if I compile, now if I compile, see, command prompt up to here. If I compile, see, Java C read demo.java. See, unreported exception, file not found exception must be caught or declared to be thrown. Okay. Now it will throw exception, file not found exception. That is checked exception. It is compulsory you have to handle. How many ways to handle? 2 ways. What are those? Try catch or throws. Anyone we can write. Support try. Catch. File not found exception. System.err.println fe. Okay. First step completed. First step completed. Okay. What is second step? Find out file size. For finding file size, which method required? See, available. Available method, is it accessible? Yes. How do you know? Public. Is it instance method or class method? Instance method. How do you know? There is no static. How many ways to access? What are those? Which class object required? It is already created. That object referred by FIS. With this FIS, can I call? What is the return type? Integer. What we would write? Some int n equal to FIS dot available. Okay. Will it throw exception? Yes. Which exception? IO exception. Now IO exception also you have to handle. Now you observe Java P Java.io. File not found exception. File not found exception extends. Which exception? IO exception. Now, will it handle IO exception? Will it handle? No. IO exception, will it handle file not found exception? Yes. Here, superclass you have to write or subclass you have to write? Superclass. Which is superclass? So, IO exception, if you write, then it will handle both the exception. If you write IO exception, it will handle both the exceptions. Okay. Otherwise, if you write exception, it will handle all the exceptions. Like this also you can write. Okay. Now, available memory size retrieved. At the command prompt will pass file name. That file name received. That file name extracted. That file open for reading. File size retrieved. That is stored in N. This is second step. What is third step? Allocate the memory in a RAM according to file size. Now we have to allocate byte array. How to write byte array? Byte array operator B equal to new byte. Here N. If the file contains 100 bytes, 100 bytes allocated. The file contains 200 bytes, 200 bytes allocated. Exact number of bytes allocated. Okay. Third step completed. Fourth step. Read data from file. For that, which method required? Read method. Read method, is it instance method or class method? Instance method. Which class object required? File input stream already is there. That object referred by FIS. With this FIS, can I call? What is the return type? Integer. What we have tried? Int x equal to FIS dot read p. Now, file content stored in byte array. Okay. how many bytes it reads successfully, that is written. This is we don't record, we can omit. If it is required, you can use. Not required, you can omit. It is possible. Now, method is returning. Method is returning, but I am receiving. Valid. Method is returning, but I am not receiving. Also valid. Method is not returning, I am not receiving. Valid. Method is not returning, but I am receiving. Error. If it is returning, you are not receiving. Valid. Not returning, you are trying to receive. Error. Okay? No. It is valid. Here, this information we don't require. That's what we can omit. Okay? Now, whatever is there in the file, the data stored in byte array. Whatever is there in the file, that is stored in byte array. This byte array, if I print, will it display content or hash code? If I print system.out.println B, will it print content or hash code? Hash code. See, system.out.println B. It prints hash code. Okay. Now, if you print with for loop, will it print ASCII code or characters? ASCII code. That's what this byte array we have to convert into string. How to convert into string? String S equal to new string of B. Converted. Now, trim method no need to write, because if 100 is there, 100 only allocated. If 1000 is there, 1000 only allocated. There is no extra bytes. Now, this S we can display. How to write? System.out.println S. This is display data on monitor. Last step, close the file. How to close? Which method required? Close method. Close method in which class? File input stream. FIS.close. FIS.close. Actually, we should not close here. Finally block. Present, I'll remove this. That is later I'll explain. Now, that is separate program I'll give. Separate program I'll give. Up to here you observe. Except the last step. Except this step, 5 steps completed. Now you observe. File, save. Here, java.io package imported. Java.io package imported. Here, what is the meaning of star? All classes and all interfaces. In that only file input string comes. Okay. In this line, all classes and all interfaces imported in this java.io package. In that file input string comes. Class read demo loaded. Main method called. At the command prompt, whatever you pass file name, that file name received. Received file name extracted here, args of 0 in that array. That file is open for reading. If that file is not there, file not found exception occurs, then catch block executed, message comes. The file is exist, it will be open for reading. File size retrieved, how many bytes are there? Exact number of bytes memory allocated in RAM. It will read. That data converted into string displayed on monitor. File, save. Compilation. Execution. Now here we have to pass one file name. Suppose file name abc.txt. If this file is there, this content displayed. If this file is not there, what will happen? File not found exception. In my system, abc.txt file not there. Suppose Java read demo. Here read demo.java. It is there. Whatever we return program, that is only our file. Okay. That is only a written. Our program only output. See, our program only output. Whatever is there in read demo, that is printed. So now here Java read demo, demo.java program, whatever is there. There is this program is there that is displayed. See, here many Java files are there. Suppose test.java, Java read demo, test.java. This is test.java program. Okay, like this. Java read demo, server.java, Java read demo.java. This program only. Okay. This program only output. Now, not on program to read data from file. Program to read data from file by using file input stream class. Write this program. Program to read data from file by using file input stream class. Program to read data from file by using file input stream class. So at the command prompt, whichever file name you pass, that file open for reading, file size retrieved, memory allocated in RAM, it will read, converted into string, displayed on monitor. If that file is not there, file not found exception will be thrown. Okay. While reading, if any exception occurs, IO exception, input output exception, it will occur. Reading problem, writing problem is there with hard disk. That type of problem also may occurs. Is it completed? Now, next task. Is it over? Now, next task you observe. At the command prompt, I'll execute like this: Java C copy demo.java. Java copy demo. File name, two file names I'll pass. Okay. abc.txt file content. I want to copy to xyz.txt file. I want to copy whatever is there in the abc.txt, that is I want to copy into xyz.txt file. This is my task. Say, if I open start notepad xyz.txt, if I open, then here notepad appears. In that notepad, abc.txt file content appears. Okay. See, I'll compile like this: Java C copy demo.java. I'll execute Java copy demo. Two file names I'll pass. abc.txt file content I want to copy into xyz.txt. Then I'll open start notepad xyz.txt. Then abc content appears, whatever is copied. So this is task. This is diagram. Suppose abc.txt, which contains now here RAM. You have to open a file for reading, file size you have to retrieve, exact memory you have to allocate, you have to read. For that, file input stream. File input stream. You have to read. Next, you have to display, you have to copy into another file, xyz.txt. This is my task. Your file output stream. Write this one. Over. See. Once again, see. At the command prompt, I'll compile the program like this. Java C copy demo.java. I'll execute the program like this. Java copy demo. Two file names I'll pass. First file content should copy into second file. After copying, if I open with Notepad, this file content should display. Okay. First, we have to open a file for reading. We have to find out file size. We have to allocate memory in a RAM. We have to read. We have to open another file for writing. We have to write. At last, we have to close both the files. This is our task. Okay. Now, I'll explain steps. I'll give a library. Half of the program same. Have to read. After writing, only different. Okay. Now, note on steps to develop the above application. Steps to develop the above application. First step. Open a file for reading. Open a file for reading. Open a file for reading. Second step. Find out file size. Third step. Allocate the memory in a RAM. According to file size. Read data from file. Open another file for writing or appending. Write data to a file. Close both the files. Is it over? So first to four steps, there is no difference. Same code. Okay. Last three steps only different. These two steps only. Closing also same. Now, for this file input stream required, for this file output stream required. File output stream class profile I'll show you. So first open a file for reading. Find out file size, allocate memory in a RAM, read data from file. After that, open another file, write data to a file. Close both the files. That's it. Okay. Now, Java P java.io.file output stream. Here. File output string class, method constructors, methods, here just I'll remove package names. It opens a file for reading. For writing. It opens a file for appending. I'll explain. Just write it. Append mode. Two considers, two methods. First consider for writing. Second consider for appending. I'll explain. Is it over? Say writing, appending. Suppose it is a one file. Already some content is there. Already some content is there. It is on file. Already some content is there. If I use first constructor, it opens a file for writing. If you open with this one, what will happen? If you try to write with right method, this data erased. On this, again, new data will be written. It overwrites. Suppose if you open with second constructor, here Boolean, append mode true or false. True if you write, append mode true. False if you write, append mode false. If you write false, there is no difference between first constructor, second constructor. If you write true here, it will be open for appending. Then what will be happen? New data appended at the end of the file. Existed data will be there, new data added. If you write true here, if you write true. So if you write true here, if you write true, existed data will be there, new data appended. That type. That is append mode. So write mode, append mode. What's the difference? In write mode, existed data erased. In append mode, existed data will be there. New data added at the end. Just write that point. Note. In write mode, existed data erased. In write mode, existed data erased. In write mode, existed data erased. See, if you use first constructor, one file name will pass. That file, if it is there, it will be open for reading. Writing. Whatever file name you pass here, that file will be open for writing. If the content already is there, on the data, new data will be written, overridden. Okay, existed data erased. File is not there. It will be created. While creating, if any problem comes, then file not found exception comes. Here also, it will be open if you write true, append mode. If you write false, write mode. If you write false here, then no difference between first constructor, second constructor. Okay. Now, write method for writing, close method for closing. Now, I'll write new program, say. Class copy demo. Now, without class, developing applications are not possible in Java. So, class name, open brace, close brace. Without main method, we cannot execute program under operating system. So, main method, open brace, close brace. Now here, first step. What is the first step? Open a file for reading. What we have to write? File, input stream, FIS equal to new file input stream. What we have to write? Aux of 0. File input string class in which package? IO package. Is it required to import? Yes. Import java.io.star. Will it throw exception? Yes. How to handle? Try catch blocks. Can I write exception? Will it handle file not found exception? Yes. Will it handle IO exception? Yes. Here implicitly which method called? ToString method. Which class ToString? Throwable class ToString. With that error message comes. Okay. First step completed. What is second step? Find out file size. How to find out file size? Int n equal to FIS dot available. Third step, allocate memory in a RAM according to file size. What we have to write? Byte array operator b equal to new byte of n. Next step, read data from file. What we have to write? File input stream dot read b. Up to here same. Next step. What is another step? Open a file for writing or appending. I'll go for writing. Later I'll show you appending also. First I'll go for writing. For that, constructor required or method required? Constructor required. Is constructor. When constructor is called? whenever object is created. Okay. Consider is default constructor or parameter constructor? Parameter constructor. Is that constructor accessible? Yes. How do you know? Public. Now we have to create object. What we have to write? File output stream FOS equal to new file output stream args of 1 second file. Okay. It will be open for writing. It will be open for writing. What is the next step? Write data to a file. Write data to a file. Which method you have to call? Write method. Write method, instance method or class method? That method in which class? That object required. Already we created, that is referred by FOS. With FOS can I call? Yes. What you write? FOS dot write. How many parameter? 1. Which type? Byte array. What you write? P. Whatever is read, that is written. Okay. Now copying completed. What is last step? That is separate program I'll give. Now file save. Copy demo.java. Copy demo. Now IO package imported. In that file input string class, file output string class is present. Copy demo class loaded. Main method called. Try block executed. File is open for reading. File size returned. Memory allocated in RAM. It will read. Another file open for writing. Data written to a file. If any problem comes, exception. File save. Java C copy demo.java. Java copy demo. abc.txt, xyz.txt. This file not there. That's what error coming. Suppose Java copy demo, read demo.java, I'll copy to test.java. Now, whatever is there in the read demo.java, that is copied into test.java. If I open test.java, what will be there? Read demo.java. See, read demo.java. Okay. Now what I'll do? Java copy demo.java, test.java. Already in the test.java, what is there? Read demo.java. If I execute like this, what will happen? It will overwrites. Existed data erased. If I open test.java, what will be there? Copy demo will be there. Copy demo. Now read demo not there. Okay. Now I don't want to erase. I want to append. Just args of 1, true. Append mode true. File save. Now compilation, execution. Now already in the test.java, what is there? Copy demo. Now if I execute like this, copy demo will be there, read demo appended. If I open test, 2 files content will be there. See, copy demo. After copy demo, see, read demo. Suppose Java copy demo demo.java, test.java. Already 2 files content is there. This is also added. 3rd file. See, if I open, see, first copy demo, later read demo, later that the employee class also is there. See, demo appended. Okay, it is appending. Now write this program. Program to copy data from one file to another file by using file input stream and file output stream classes. Program to copy data from one file to another file by using file input stream and file output stream classes. Program to copy data from one file to another file by using file input stream and file output stream classes. Program to copy data from one file to another file. With this line, file open for reading, file size retrieved, memory allocated in RAM, it will read. So hard disk to RAM, RAM to hard disk, file to RAM, RAM to file, file open for appending, it will be written. Is it over? In both the programs, we didn't close. We didn't close. That is, I'll show you closing. Is it completed? Now, close. Closing, I'll explain. Suppose I'll go for previous program. This is previous program. Okay. In this program, if I write close here, suppose if I write close here, what will happen? Just see. File open for reading. File size retrieved. Memory allocated in RAM. It will read, converted into string, displayed on monitor. File is closed. Then not a problem. Suppose file is open for reading. File size retrieved. Memory allocated in RAM. While reading, exception occurred. Control jumps to cache block. Then file is not closed. That is the reason we should not write in the try block. If I write in a cache block, suppose if I write here, if you write, what is the problem? If exception occurs, closed. If exception is not occurred, not closed. That is the reason you should write in a finally block. File input string dot close. Here I'll write. Now don't write. Listen. File input string dot close. Now file is open for reading. File size retrieved. Memory allocated in RAM. It will read, convert into string, displayed on monitor. Then finally block executed, closed. So file is open for reading. File size retrieved. Memory allocated in RAM. While reading, exception occurred. Control jumps to cache block. After exception message also, this is executed, closed. It is not a problem. Both the cases it works. But this FIS, can I call variable? This FIS, can I call variable? Is it instance variable or class variable or local variable? Local variable. Is it local variable or method parameter or block variable? Is it block variable or method parameter or normal local variable? Block variable. Try open, try close within this block. Can we access this FIS here? No, because block variable scope is limited to block only. Outside the try block, we cannot access this variable. If I compile, we'll get an error. See, Java C read demo.java. Cannot find symbol. Symbol means variable FIS, location read demo. So it's an error. Now, then what we have to do? We are getting error. This FIS we cannot access here. Then what we have to do? Brother, this FIS we cannot access outside the try block. What we have to do? That is block variable. Block variable scope is limited to block only. So this variable outside the try block we cannot access. That's what error coming. How to solve this error? How to solve? Outside. I'll remove this. I'll write here. Okay. Now, if I write here, this variable, can I access here? Yes or no? Yes. But this constructor throws exception. No? Say, must be caught error comes. Compilation. Unreported exception, file not found exception must be caught. If I write outside exception, compile time error only. If you write inside also error only, then what do you do? Suppose I want to write user-friendly error message. If you want to write user-friendly error message, throws not suitable. At the time. Now, if I write inside, if I write here, you are getting error. FIS not accessible. If I write outside, you are getting error. Must be caught. Then what do you do? Think yourself. If I write outside also error, inside also error, how to solve this error? One option is given throws. But if I write throws works, but I want to write user-friendly error message. At that time, throws doesn't support, no? Then encapsulation. Why encapsulation? Yeah, encapsulation is not related. Not related, no? Encapsulation relation is there here. By using object. But this file only you have to close, no? Yeah, object.close means again you have to pass file name. Another file comes. Here already online students give an answer. See, this variable only right outside here. This is right inside. Like this you can write, no? Now constructor throws exception. The constructor inside. This FIS variable outside. Now this variable I declared here. Okay. This variable initialized here. Now this variable you can access in try also, catch also, finally also. We can write like this, no? Now if I write like this, one more error comes. See, file, save, compilation. Variable FIS might not have been initialized. It is not initialized. Local variable must be initialized, no? How to initialize? What did you write? Null. Okay, null you have to write. This is okay. Null initialized. Now, still one more error is there. See, close method also throws exception. Unreported exception, IO exception must be caught. Close method also throwing exception. Here also one try catch block. Nesting. Close method also throws exception. That is also your handle. Now it will compile successfully. It will run successfully. This is the right way to close. This is the right way to close. But only close purpose, how many lines of code increased you observe? 1. Close purpose only written outside. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lines code increased for only close. Task code also 10 lines only. Okay. Task code also here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 lines task. Only closing purpose 10 lines. But number of lines you should not see. This is only right approach. This is only right approach. If you want to close, you must to close like this only. Later, one new concept introduced. These 10 lines we can write in one line. One new concept came. Okay, that is also I'll explain. First, you write this one. Program to demonstrate finally block. 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 Third one. Ten lines code increased, but you should not see number of lines. This is only right approach to close. This is only right approach to close. Later, one new feature introduced in the Java. Try with resource statement. With that 10 lines code, we can write in a one line. That is also I'll teach. So this is only right approach to close. You should not write in try block. You should not write in catch block. You must write in finally block. Must write in finally block. Is it over? We have one more concept. This 10 lines code, we can write in just one line. 10 lines code, we can write in one line. That concept I'll explain. Node. Just this one point, write it in the above example. Finally, block is executed. Even exception occurs in a program. In the above example, finally block is executed. Even exception occurs in a program. Now, one more new concept. Try with resource statement. Noted? This feature allows to write a resource with a try block. This feature allows to write a resource with a try block. Here specified resource automatically closed even exception occurs in a program. Here specified resource automatically closed even exception occurs in a program. This concept is an alternative to a finally block. This concept is an alternative to a finally block. This feature introduced in JDK 1.7 version in 2011. This feature allows to write a resource with a try block. Here specified resource automatically closed even exception occurs in a program. This concept is an alternative to finally block. This feature introduced in JDK 1.7 version in 2011. Previously, it was not there. Syntax is one resource is there like this, try resource. See, try with resource statement. Try with resource statement. Try left parenthesis, right parenthesis, resource. Here specified resource automatically closed even exception occurs in a program. Here whatever you specify the resource, that resource automatically closed. Close method also no need to call. How it works, I'll explain. Here, example in previous program, file input stream is a resource. And one more program, two resources, file input stream, file output stream. If one resource is there like this, more than one resource is there, second syntax. Try resource 1 semicolon, resource 2 semicolon. Like this, n number of resources you can write. Resource 1 semicolon, resource 2 semicolon. Like that, n number of resources you can write. After that, open brace, statements, close brace. See, here what I given, just you see, this feature allows to write a resource with try block. Try. Here file input stream you can write. Try. File input stream, file output stream, like that, n number of you can write. These resources automatically closed. Even exception occurs in a program. Okay. This concept is alternative to finally block. Instead of finally block, you can use this. But this feature came 1.7 version. Previously, it was not there. Either try with resource or finally block. Any one compulsory we have to use. But all are not eligible as a resource. Okay. Which are we can write as a resource. That is, I'll explain tomorrow. It's only syntax I given. Example and concept I'll explain tomorrow.